God knows you better than you know yourself. Can God protect you from yourself? Stick around and find out as we look at 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Hey everyone, thanks for watching today. Sit down, take a break, and have a cup of joe with your favorite bro. I'm Brother Aaron, and we're here in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 looking at verse 7 to decide if God can protect us from us. Let's look and see what it says. It says in verse 7, "So to keep me from being conceited because of the surpassing greatness of the revelations, a thorn was given me in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to harass me, to keep me from becoming conceited." Well, it looks like Paul had these amazing revelations from God, and God gave him a thorn in the flesh to keep him from being conceited. So I guess, in short, the answer is, yeah, God can protect us from ourselves because He does know us better than, well, we know ourselves. So let's dig into this a little deeper. Paul was given some amazing revelations. We're not going to unpack all of those revelations right now, but we should just understand that his revelations were so great that no one else really experienced revelations like this from God and saw what he saw and understood what he understood. And in so doing, he could have shared those, he could have expressed those, and he would have become worshipped almost because of what he had known and experienced. God was protecting Paul from that. God was protecting Paul from himself. What Paul is admitting to is a weakness in his life that relates to pride and conceitedness. Without this thorn, he openly admits that he would have been quick to feel more important and better than others because of the privileges of the revelations that he received from God. Now, you and I are probably no different than this. If we were given something special or God had provided you with something extraordinary, you would probably want to tell the world and share how close you are to God or how great God has treated you in the face of others. Now, you would begin to believe, as Paul was warning himself about, was it would have become more about Paul and less about God. In Paul's specific life, it would have become more about himself than about God. But not only that, through this thorn, God was also protecting others from worshiping Paul. Another reason why Paul might have had this thorn in his life was to keep others from worshiping him. It's easy for us to worship leaders in our life that do a good job at leading or have something amazing to teach us. Just like in our daily life here in America, we worship a lot of different leaders, but all of those leaders fall short of Christ. They all let us down. Christ never does. Paul said that the thorn in his life was keeping him from becoming conceited and keeping others from worshiping him as well. So while we can't get into all the specifics of this verse in 5 minutes, we do learn a few things that I want to share with you. Paul had an amazing revelation from God. It was incredible, it was special, and it was unique to him. God allowed Satan to afflict him much like he did Job. Paul believed that this affliction was for his own protection from becoming too conceited so that he would not worship himself and others wouldn't worship him either. They would have to worship God instead of him. In other words, Paul was saying, I am thankful for this because it's keeping the eyes where they need to be, and that's on Jesus. But the final thing I want you to understand is that not everything in your life is an affliction of protection from God. Sometimes things just happen and there's no rhyme or reason for it. But God does know you better than He knows yourself, than you know yourself. So it would be easy for Him to allow stuff to happen in our life to keep us, well, in the guardrails so that we're safe. You think about it in your life. How has God managed to protect you from you? I'm Brother Aaron, and I can't wait to see you again next time as we look at 2 Corinthians chapter 13.